All right, Brady, whenever you're ready.
Hi, my name is Brady, and I'm refuting Christina's speech on her claim is genetically modified crops are beneficial to human beings. Her secondary points: first, genetically modified foods will help feed the world's growing populations. Second, genetically modified crops benefit the economy. And third, genetically modified crops are beneficial to human health. Now, going back to the first point, that genetically modified foods will help feed the world's growing population. The first example that Christina uses is about hybridized line of corn that's being developed by Monsanto. The evidence that she uses for this first example is outdated, being published in 2012, and she plays on the assumption that there's currently a drought occurring in the major Midwest states that produce corn. Currently, as of January 31st, 2017, only small parts of Missouri are in moderate drought, according to the University of Nebraska-Lincoln U.S. Drought Monitor. Also, according to that same website, the areas that are currently in drought include but are not limited to Southern California, Oklahoma, Alabama, Georgia, and the New England area, none of which grow corn as a top commodity. So I feel that the evidence that she uses to support her secondary claim is a bit of a stretch and should be more current. On her second claim that genetically modified crops benefit the economy, Christina's first subpoint, she commits a sweeping generalization fallacy, stating that genetically modified crops allow farmers to make more money. Organic farmers and farmers that don't grow GMO crops do not make more money from GMOs. So instead, GMO crops can hurt their business. According to the USDA, certified organic does not include genetic modification. Therefore, if an organic farm is cross-pollinated with a GMO farm, their crop is therefore not considered organic and is hybridized by that GMO. So they can lose their license and they cannot sell their product at the price that they were supposed to. So they end up losing money. Same with other types, very specific varieties of like corn that get cross-pollinated with GMOs. They are no longer be able to be used as the price that they were grown for. On her third claim, genetically modified crops are beneficial to human health, Christina's main example to support this claim was golden rice. Her research for this example comes solely from the Golden Rice Project's website, which is a heavily biased resource since it's the project's website. Also, golden rice is an inadequate example to be used because according to the World Health Organization, the genetically modified foods that are on the market internationally are designed to be pest and illness resistant and herbicide tolerant. The main focus for genetically modified foods is to increase the yield of the product. It is somewhat looked into for research for nutritional value, but that is currently not the main focus of genetic modification in companies like Monsanto. Monsanto are not looking for nutritional value. Monsanto is looking to grow more crops with the seed that they have. Also, concerning the safety of GM foods that she stated in the beginning of her speech, although all GMO foods that are currently on the market are safe to consume, the World Health Organization suggests that the safety of food should be looked at on a case-to-case basis. Since we are changing and editing the genetic composition of these products. So making a general overview that all GM products are safe is inaccurate. because each organism is changed differently, and we don't have enough research on new and upcoming products to ensure safety for humans. And therefore, I feel that the evidence that she gives does not convince me of her major claim. Thank you.
All right, it's well organized and easy to follow, so that's fine. On your first point, you challenge an underlying principle of the argument without necessarily challenging the claim that she's making. You're challenging the need for it by suggesting that droughts are not really widespread, and so there's not really a substantial need for products that do the thing that this particular product supposedly does. The second point is you've got a good counterclaim on this argument, suggesting that there are some substantial exceptions. It would be interesting to note how much of the market is organic food or organic certified food. That would make your argument, I think, perhaps a little bit more substantive. And on the third point, you challenged the premise there. It would be helpful if you had a little bit of evidence that talked about how Monsanto and the other companies are not really focusing on nutritional issues and just on yield. It seems like the right challenge to make, but I think it's largely asserted on this particular point. And then on the general safety, you have a good piece of generic evidence talking about we should look at it case-by-case basis instead of looking at it holistically. So I thought that was pretty solid. Thank you.